Hello and welcome to the Studio 77 report for August 2023. We're here giving you the latest updates, announcements and event news from the mayamada universe. I'm the mayamada co-founder Nigel.
I am Tazziii, content creator and creative director of mayamada.
And for those that don't know yet, mayamada is a UK-based creative brand. We create comics featuring an all-animal cast of characters, and our brand is set within the television network universe, where each of our manga-style titles tells the story of a different show on the network. We also do a lot of other things. So we run a video game event and platform called Gamepad. We deliver creative workshops across the country. And in addition to all that, we have a digital platform and membership called Studio77, where we host shows with creative professionals from various industries such as comics, video games, and animation. And to hear our discussion on this month's news stories and gain exclusive access to events and mayamada artwork, you can become a Studio 77 member today. So we were just talking about very big topics like the ongoing saga that is Microsoft and Activision acquisition and how other companies feel about it, and the somewhat depressing story about the ongoing strikes in Hollywood and how it actually doesn't impact on video games yet. So if you want to hear those full conversations, become a Studio 77 member to catch the recordings of that. You can also watch us live. You can see the whole behind the scenes of how we record the videos. So let's start as usual with this month's industry pro tip. Each month, we like to highlight advice from a creative professional that has come from one of our Studio 77 shows. The advice this month comes from Geoffo, a Marvel, DC, and Image comic artist who I spoke with in the June Casual Conversations with Comic Creator show. So I met Geoffo in Malta last year, had a good conversation there, and continued that for the episode. He worked for the biggest comic brands in the world, and he talked a lot about the process, and we got to touching on health, so like mental health and physical health, because he was telling me about sort of hand cramps and how you're just having to sort of churn things out there. One of the things I wanted to highlight was this advice he gave around passion and knowing when you work best. So he said, this is a work of passion, so you have to try things, but you also have to be careful about your health. And I realized, for instance, that after 5-6 p.m, my work is no longer good. You also have to imagine that in a French accent because he's French. So, but yeah, I wanted to bring it up for a couple of reasons, because there's a whole passion side of things, and in the Studio 77 version of this, we talked a bit about sort of passion and that allowing sort of larger companies to potentially take advantage of you. But then there's also the knowing when you work best. And when we had the conversation, I really agreed with that, and I said about how sort of I identify, like in terms of writing or other work in mayamada, so when I can do certain things, and sometimes things are better done in the morning, sometimes there's things I can do later in the day. But Tazziii, what do you think about this advice?
Yeah, no, I love this. I absolutely love this, because this is something I always think and find really hard to explain to people, because I'm very good at relaxing in the morning and working in the evening. Like my peak creativity comes at like dusk, and then my brain's like, aha, I have some ideas for you. So yeah, like this is definitely one. And like since coming back to full-time self-employed, I'm trying to relearn things and how my mind and body work better, and it's different to before. It's really challenging, but like it is really underrated advice, I think, as well. Like keep making sure that you do keep up with your health and mental and physical health, so that you can work at your most optimized state, so that you can put your passion and creativity into it.
If that resonated with you, definitely make sure you follow us on Twitch so you can catch the Casual Conversations with Comic Creators live each month, and also subscribe to the podcast because we put the podcast from time to time as well. That's the advice for the month. Let's see what else we're up to in the mayamada universe.
We have lots to come from the mayamada brand and for Studio 77 members. So Nigel, do you want to kickstart us off with what's happening in the mayamada universe?
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, cool. Let me take that. So if you've been listening to this, our report videos, or just following our podcast, you might almost get tired of us talking about our new story, but we are inching closer and closer to the Tazziii Origins Kickstarter. Is in the works. We are making progress. We're gonna show you some of the images from the campaign just as a proof of life, but we have been working on this story, and it's going to be a story that features Tazzii's character and her journey to the Mayamada universe, so meeting Miyazuki, getting involved there. It's all part of a ongoing series, Origins, where each real life core team member in the Mayamada brand has their own character, and we're going to be developing stories over this year or years to come, where you see how each one makes their way and hopefully create a story which has themes that resonate with people in the creative industries. So we're going to have a preview page that is going to be up, where you can be notified when the Kickstarter goes live later in summer. You'll be able to contribute, support, share, spread the message of the campaign, and we hope this is going to be the next Mayamada manga. So definitely keep eyes peeled. It is coming.
It is coming indeed. And we do have a lot coming from the Studio77 branch of the brand. So as ever, we have our casual conversations with comic creators, the Mayamada show where Nigel talks with a different comic creator about their work and their craft of making comic. The next episode will be with comic writer and narrative designer Corey Brotherson on Wednesday the 2nd of August from 7:30 p.m. BST. So catch that conversation and probably get some great advice. And each month we like to have a games night. So on Thursday the 31st of August, we're going to be playing games with Studio77 members live on Twitch. You can also check out some of the past games night highlights on YouTube. There will be more to come in the future. So yeah, check that out. It's a lot of fun. It's basically Nigel learns how to play games. Some of us may also learn how to play games. And some people play the game before everyone else does, and we all get mad.
Oh, yeah. We don't like that, apparently.
We don't like that, yeah. We like it when we all suffer together. But yes, you can join us for that. And if you want to get involved, we will have ways to join the membership soon. You may or may not know, but we've launched this year's Do I Look Like a Gamer campaign to promote diversity and inclusion in the video games industry. It is now a yearly initiative, which means a new snapshot of 40 players and makers showcasing the representation that does exist today and a new schedule of events. Just a quick recap, we had our Cupcake and Gamepad social, and we were also at Develop, which I heard went great.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Packed room, lots of questions, opportunities coming after. It was, it's good times.
And then our Cupcake and Gamepad social, where there were some delicious cupcakes. And I heard there were some games too.
Somewhere in the back.
Yeah. No, that was great. But we have another event coming very soon. So we have our Games Industry Explained Newcomers, which will be on Thursday, the 10th of August. Our Careers Roundtable event is designed to give you a deeper understanding of the video games industry from those who work in it today. It's a valuable opportunity for young people, parents, and educators to learn from professionals at the different stages of their journey. So definitely come and check that out. Our Games Industry Explained panel last time was great. That went down swimmingly. But we have some more things as well, don't we?
Yeah,
from other areas of the brand.
It's a busy summer, so as we record, we're starting a whole series of workshops. So we've got a bunch that can be joined. So if you're a young person, come on down. So we've got a comic story workshop in Queen's Park Library and Maida Vale Library as part of the Summer Reading Challenge, where you can come and learn the ins and outs of making your own comic story, and I'll be helping with that. I'll also be at Alexandra Palace in North London for their summer program, doing a comic workshop, and on August the 21st and 22nd, a game design workshop. So it's open to people in North London, and come and discover the magic of making games, kind of like what we did for our campaign event, our family, friends and family game design jam. Similar thing, this one over a couple of days, and we'll be building tabletop games and learning the fundamentals of game design in the process. So always fun to see what young people come up, because they have no restrictions. So they just come up with all the ideas.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes out of that. We also have our showrunners program. So if you are a young creative, aspiring creative professional, or that you know one, then you can check out our showrunners program. We've been making opportunities available for young people aged 16 plus to work with the mayamada team across comic, video games, and content creation. If you would like to know more, you can head to mayamada.com/showrunners, or you can email us at hello@mayamada.com to find out more.
Yeah, so a lot to come, a lot we're working on, and you can become a Studio 77 member today to support the work that we do here at mayamada. It gets you involved in the games nights, plus checking out the interviews and panels that we do after they disappear from Twitch, and then exclusive access to manga and artwork in the mayamada universe. So a lot there for people to get stuck into.
Each month, we like to get your thoughts on a games industry and culture topic. And we've got the results in from last month's poll where we asked, is the Summer Games Fest the best format to showcase video games? So the votes are in, we've got some answers. I will start with the least voted for, heading up to the top voted for, both at 0%. E3 was the better format and Summer Games Fest hasn't matched up. And this is the new way to present games and I'm here for it. No one thinks that. That's just not the opinion of those of you that have voted. But we have 33% that are not excited to see trailers for games that will likely be delayed or released broken anyway. And then at the top with 76%, we have Mr. Keeley himself is onto something, but the format needs more tweaking and diversity, which seems to be the top option. Yeah, what did you go for in that?
I do think there's something in there, but there's some work that needs to be done, and we've talked about it before, but I feel it's worth repeating, maybe a bit less Geoff Keighley centric and a bit more diverse, just on all levels. So be interesting to see where it goes from here, or can someone else come and do something different? I don't know, we'll see, but there's something in there, just not this.
Just not this. So we've got a new question for you that we would like you to answer. Let us know your insight on. Does having your favorite IP on mobile make you more interested in the platform? So Ubisoft is fully supporting the Microsoft Activision deal and the promise of bringing established IPs to mobile devices. But are you? We would like to know if you think seeing your favorite video game IPs on mobile platforms is a positive development. So we've given you some options. Mobile is the main way I play video games, so I'm all for it. Having an IP I already know would be a good gateway to the platform. Nope, I think it dilutes the overall integrity of the IP, or I don't play games on mobile, but I don't think it negatively impacts my experience. So voting is live now and results will be announced in September on the Studio77 report video. But what are your quick thoughts on this, Nigel?
So I think we discussed in the Studio77 version how neither of us are much of mobile gamers. So at the moment, I'm not interested, but it doesn't mean it shouldn't happen. And I feel done the right way, it doesn't have to negatively impact the experience of people who typically play on console or PC. So that's my thought. I
think for me, I would love to play more mobile games if they're made right and enhance my experience of an IP. But there's loads of different ways that can happen. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see it happen. But the main thing for me is can we have some offline mobile games, please? Because I like to play on journeys where I do not have access to a steady internet connection. Let us know your thoughts. You can also jump into the Discord and discuss further if you would like.
You can follow us on Twitch as well to be part of the growing community. You can become a Studio77 member to support the work that we do at mayamada and get exclusive access to manga and events in the universe. And definitely check out Story X Story podcast, where Tazziii and I have more creator interviews, video game discussions, and deep dives into stories across pop culture. That is all from us for this month, and we will see you again in September. Hi there, I'm Nigel from mayamada. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the other great videos we have on the channel. You can also check out our universe of manga and characters at mayamada.com. We'll see you soon.